Coffee. The drink that fuels our mornings, energizes our workdays and brings people together. But did you know the story of coffee goes far beyond your morning cup? Let's travel through time and uncover the history behind the world's most beloved beverage. Our story begins in the 9th century in Ethiopia, where coffee was discovered by a goat herder named Kaldi. According to legend, Kaldi noticed his goats became unusually energetic after eating red berries from a certain tree. Curious, he tried the berries himself and felt a burst of energy. He shared his discovery with a local monk who brewed a drink from the berries to stay awake during long hours of prayer. And just like that, coffee's journey began. But it didn't take long for coffee to spread beyond Ethiopia. By the 15th century, coffee had made its way to the Arabian Peninsula. In the port city of Mocha, today in Yemen, coffee was cultivated and traded. But it wasn't just a drink, it became a cultural phenomenon. In the 1600s, coffee became the drink of choice in the Middle East, leading to the opening of the world's first coffee houses. These coffee houses, known as kane, became hubs for conversation, debate, and even poetry. It was here that coffee became known as the wine of Islam, providing an alternative to alcohol in a region where drinking wine was prohibited. As trade routes expanded, coffee made its way to Europe in the early 1600s, but it didn't always meet with approval. When coffee first arrived in Venice, some priests were skeptical, calling the dark, strong drink the devil's beverage. But then Pope Clement VIII stepped in, and after tasting it, he famously declared, "This drink is so delicious, we should baptize it." And just like that, coffee was blessed by the church and became a staple in European society. By the 17th century, coffee houses had spread throughout Europe, especially in England. These coffee houses weren't just places to grab a drink, they became the meeting grounds for intellectuals, philosophers and business people. Known as penny universities, you could pay just a penny for a cup of coffee and gain access to lively discussions on politics, science and literature. Think of it as the original social network, except, with actual human interaction. Tough. But coffee wasn't just a drink, it was becoming a global commodity. As demand for coffee grew, European colonial powers sought to cultivate it in their new colonies. The French, Dutch and Portuguese all tried to establish coffee plantations in their tropical colonies, but it was the French who successfully introduced coffee to the Caribbean and South America in the 18th century, making it a major cash crop. Fast forward to the 20th century and coffee had become a global industry. By the mid-1900s, the coffee culture we know today began to emerge. The rise of brands like Starbucks in the 1980s turned coffee drinking into a lifestyle. And coffee became not just a beverage, but a cultural symbol. Today, coffee is consumed by billions of people worldwide, with new trends emerging every year, be it cold brew, pour over, or the latest Instagram-worthy latte art. But no matter how you enjoy it, one thing remains clear. Coffee isn't just a drink. It's a tradition, a conversation starter and an essential part of daily life. From a goat herder's discovery in Ethiopia to the global coffee culture of today, coffee's rich history continues to evolve, one cup at a time.